Amy here with Midday. So grab your journal. I know you guys just love this so much, but grab your journal. You know I believe in the power of writing, and I think it's so important. And it's also really fun to go back and see what you wrote down on different dates and different times in your life, and what was important at, 3 months ago sometimes just may not seem so important now. So I do love the whole idea of journaling and reflecting and looking back through, and I like to see how far I've come. So this is, I know some of you don't love getting your journals out, but I'm going to hold you accountable. Get out your journals, okay? And what I'm going to ask you to do, this is tough. I'm going to ask you to write a list. Write a list of the most important things in your life, whether it be your goals, family members, friends, things you want to accomplish, things that tasks that you really need to focus on. Maybe you have a big project coming up. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's committing to a healthy lifestyle. Whatever it is, I need you just to write down 10 things that you need to focus on, okay? I want you to know I had a really hard time with this. And the reason I had a hard time with this is because immediately I write down my family and my friends. And then of course, after that comes all my career goals. And I imagine that you're going to probably be the same way that I am, right? You're going to write down all your family members. You're going to write down your kids, your friends, your true blues, the ones that are important to you. And then you're going to write down those career goals. So then I had to cross out my list because my whole list was friends and family. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can narrow this down. And so then I just wrote, I started thinking about the roles that I play. And I was like, okay, being a good mother, being a great, supportive wife, being a really good friend. And on it went. Okay. And that was a little bit more manageable for me. And so I kind of lumped it together. So I will let you do that too. You might just want to put family in one category, right? Being a good brother, being a good sister, being a good daughter, being a good son, whatever it is. And then, being a good friend in another category. Okay. So I'll allow that instead of listing people. And then the rest are your goals, things that you want to focus on. Okay. And then what we're going to do with this list, this is why I find this so hard. And Warren Buffett does this, actually. He calls it the 25-5 rule. And I can't even, I'm just going to be honest, I can't even do it. So I decided to simplify it. And that's why here's my list of 10. So I do my list of 10. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to circle the first 5. And what I'm going to say to you is focus on 5. That's today. Focus on 5. I want you to really focus on those first 5 things that you wrote on your list, because those are the most important to you. Those are the things that you should be working on. We spend so much time in our days working on other things that are just unproductive and not helping us get anywhere in life, right? And we never get the time back. And we always sit there and we always say, man, I wish I didn't just give so much time to this one thing because I've got a million other things to do that are more important than this, right? You're going to focus on the first 5. Those are your priorities. Those are the things that are most important to you. Those are the things that are near and dear to your heart. Everything else is just fluff. Okay? We tend to love to spread ourselves so thin and focus on everything and say we can do it all. But while we're doing that, we're not doing everything well. And so we're going to focus on 5. And we're going to focus on those first 5 things, and we're going to do them well. Okay? So I leave you with that. It's a tough task. Remember, 10 things, write them down. My list is a big mess. I've crossed off, it was a mess, right? And then I circled my first 5, and I looked at it for a long time, and I was like, yeah, these are the most important things to me. And these are the things I really do need to put most of my time and attention into. The other 5 to 10, or 6 to 10, 6 to 10. Yeah, those are important, and I'll get to them when I can get to them, but I have to focus on those first 5 first. Okay? So focus on 5. That's today. I'll see you tomorrow.